Alright, so I'll be talking about string lining. So, I mean, as we all know, I mean, especially notorious on horseshoe curve, heavier trains, which I'm just going to use my hand as the weight because I don't have enough pieces of rolling stock, let alone enough trackage to actually be able to do a more legit one. Plus, this is fairly stable. But I mean, if I were to put a little bit of weight and a little bit more momentum, though. Also didn't go that hard. There isn't enough weight there. But if you get enough weight, it will you'll see the cars kind of flip like that. So what's happening is you have one force, which is the rails. So the flange just rolling up, which is this little piece right here, trying to stay on the inner side following the rail. Then you have another force in the back, which is basically that weight that's pushing it back, and there's so much strain on the couplers that what happens is they try to basically ride up, and they're basically fully stretched where they'll just tip over because they're trying to stay together, and instead they're getting pulled over. So this is especially notorious on the horseshoe curve, which also has not only on horseshoe curve, but you have an uphill grade as well, which also reduces the momentum. So you're talking, if you have all these light cars in the front, there's going to be more power being put on them, and there's going to be a lot more strain on the couplers in the back, which is just going to create a runaway effect of just absolute chaos, especially if it's really heavy and there's no weight in between to kind of balance it. Which is why you typically will see the empties more in the back and the fully loaded cars will be at the front, just so they can make sure that it's not going to tip over on a sharp curve. And it's going to be more likely to happen, obviously, uphill when there's more force pushing it downhill, and then the train's having to not only fight uphill, but now you're also talking you gotta fight that weight in the back. But still, it's gonna be a little bit different on this, obviously, because this is relatively flat. I just took my hand and shoved it back just to give you that simulation of the force. So obviously a real yeah, you just have weight, like a good chunk of weight compared to the rest of the train that's just going to be offset way too much, where it's not going to be at an equilibrium.